I'm Sydney and I'm currently sat outside the rehearsals of Emma Tro's new musical Deepover. The musical follows the lives of 8 children from childhood through to adulthood and everything in between. From taking part in Emma's recent workshop of Deepover, I'm so excited to see how it's going. What I loved personally about Emma's work is that she shows so much of the energy and emotion through her work in physical theatre. Emma uses physical theatre almost like a sixth sense. She strongly believes that using multiple bodies to create one person's emotion really amplifies the true meaning, and as a result draws in her audience and allows them to feel more. Emma really takes her audience on a journey through Deepover, using something that everybody can relate to. It's amazing to see that just life itself can make such an amazing storyline. So over here we've got Paul.
Hi.
And he plays the role of John in Deepover. So tell me, how do you think physical theatre is portrayed in your scene?
I think, with having such a small cast, having 8 of us, we use our bodies, to help create the scene, as the physicality of the scene, the real physical theatre. And I think, John, the character himself, is going through a hard time with his dad, who is an alcoholic and, is struggling with his alcoholism. And I think we as our bodies in the physical theatre create shape and create the structure of the dad, in numbers, as in how John sees it, which is big and wide and scary and, frightening. So in the first half of the scene it's very lash out and very, offensive. And then in the second half of the scene it's how John did see his dad, so it was, a pillar of war, and different characters create that, and how it's almost like it's like John's imagination. And then it returns again to how the reality of it, of John just seeing it as it is, as a big scary structure, and bigger than him, but worthless, because it's everyone's slumped, and it just helps, as an actor in the scene, it helps, picture and helps illustrate everything that it needs to be. And I think that's the beauty of it, the physicality and the physical theatre, that there's no props and there's no costumes, it's just, the shape.
Thanks, thank you. We don't need anything weird or magical or crazy, because just through watching 8 children become adults, we can see such an amazing journey. So I'd really recommend you guys coming down to Camden to watch it.